You may agree with the idea that keeping your CV and your LinkedIn profile up to date is a really great idea. However, we all live busy lives and it's difficult for this particular task to fall off the bottom of the list. So in this short video, I'm going to talk about why this is such an important thing to do and when you might want to consider doing it. Hello, my name is Stephen Wright. I'm a career coach here at Career Mentor, and we help high-performing financial services professionals make their next smart career move. So before we get into this, I just want to offer you the idea that we recommend that you have a master copy of your CV. This is a very full account of everything that you've achieved in your career thus far, but it's not a CV that you're going to send out. Rather, it's a base where you keep all the information. And then when you have a specific request for a CV or you're pursuing a particular job, then you edit the master copy down and create a specific bespoke CV appropriate to whatever it is that you're pursuing. So why is this really important? So the first reason is that it acts as that record. You're not going to forget or lose things of importance that you've achieved in your career. Also, it's a great reminder to yourself about the things that you have achieved and the progress that you're making in your career. So that's a good thing in itself. Furthermore, when you need a CV, you kind of need it now. A CV request or a job pursuing a job, you kind of need that for the following day or the day after. So having that master copy ready so that you can edit down another copy in 30 minutes or more is going to be a really useful thing to be able to do, rather than thinking, oh, well, I haven't updated my CV for 3 years and I kind of need to get the CV done. And now it becomes a really big chore that just soaks up a lot of time. So little and often is probably better. The final thing on LinkedIn is that unlike your CV, which you're sending out and you have control of that, your LinkedIn profile is up and it's visible. And this is your showcase, this is your shop window for all the things that you've done and for the promise of value that you have for the marketplace. So that's as well to keep that up to date as well. When would you want to do this? Well, the first thing I'd say is when you have a major achievement. So if you close a particular deal or you do something of note in the year, then it's a good idea in that moment to capture that particular thing onto your master copy. Also, when you have your half-year appraisal or your full-year appraisal with the person who you report to, that's probably a good time for you to reflect on things, and actually you can use it as a record that reflects what your view of what you've achieved is during those conversations as well. The next time that you might want to consider doing this is at the back end of the year in November or December, when you have a moment of self-reflection, you do a self-appraisal and you update your CV at the end of the year so you can say to yourself, great, that was 2022, here are all the things that I achieved during that year, and I've updated my CV, I've updated my LinkedIn, so I know that that is done and dusted and I can look forward to all the great things that are going to happen in 2023. Finally, the other time that you might want to consider updating both your CV and your LinkedIn profile is should you get a promotion, should you change jobs internally, should you move to another firm. That clearly is a time to update both of them. Let's just reflect on LinkedIn for a moment, and this is kind of related in a way, but there are a couple of points that are worth noting for your LinkedIn profile. The first is avoiding cutting and pasting chunks from your CV into your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile is written with a different style and has a different sensibility, and therefore chunks of text that are moved across from a CV just look a bit clunky and out of place. So have a think about the way in which you're writing your LinkedIn profile and making sure that it's the right style and has the right tone. The other point on your LinkedIn CV is that the headline, which is the title, if you like, underneath your name at the top of your profile, that will default to your current job title unless you edit it. Now, that job title may make a lot of sense internally, but may not be clear as to what you do to an external audience that's looking at your LinkedIn profile. And furthermore, it may not be particularly keyword rich. So you might want to consider editing your headline to make sure that it's more keyword rich and that it's more understandable exactly what you're doing, the value that you're adding in your current position. I hope you find those couple of things useful. So if you're watching this on LinkedIn or if you're watching this on a YouTube channel, Please do feel free to like this, to share it if you feel it might be useful for others, and also to click subscribe if you are watching it on YouTube. We're trying to get that channel off the ground. I'll be putting the blog that I wrote about this in the comments below. If you do want to get in touch and have a conversation about your LinkedIn profile and your CV, then we have a service that can help you. All my contact information is at the top of my LinkedIn profile, and I'll be delighted to have a conversation with you about that. Okay, many thanks.